You don't need to know me now. Standing underneath the clouds, there's no one I'd rather be with right now. Rain is falling on the ground. Make our way through the crowd. There's no one I'd rather be with right now. Will you stay around? Ooh. We've become so entangled. Our hearts, they hurt the same, but somehow we always seem to shake things off. We never seem to let the burdens weigh us down. Yeah, we're okay now. We build it up again from the bottom up. Nothing ever seems to be too much for us. Together we made a stronger start. The world has turned frozen. The frost is sinking in, but the winter's almost over, and life will return again. But somehow we always seem to shake things off. We never seem to let the burdens weigh us down. Yeah, we're okay now. We build it up again from the bottom up. Nothing ever seems to be too much for us. Together we made a stronger start. There are diamonds coming in, distant threads that tie futures in. But somehow we always seem to shake things off. We never seem to let the burdens weigh us down. Yeah, we're okay now.